Hi, everybody. This is day 19 of the 30-day video challenge. I missed 2 days, and my day 18 of the 30-day video challenge was denied publication by YouTube because they didn't like my opinion, and so they censored me. In any case, I had a great day today. I started off with two phenomenal dives. I went to dive in what's called Palancar Garden, which was just a breathtaking dive. It was just really just amazing coral formations that we got to weave in and out of, and some really great, fish life that we got to see. I got to see two turtles, which is always fun, and a shark. So that was great. Um, and so after that, I decided to see what my buddy Evelyn was doing, and we decided to go try to find a cantina. And here in Cozumel Cantina, you go and buy beer or whatever alcohol they happen to be selling at the given cantina, and they bring you food for free, and it's pretty outrageously cool deal. Of course, you're sitting in the heat, so it's pretty hot out. But as long as you can suffer that, not a big deal. And then after that, so we tried to find a place, and we walked around. We made a couple of laps around town, and all the places that we knew of were closed. So we decided to get in a cab and have the cab drive us to some cantina, and all the places he knew were also were also closed. So we ended up going to another restaurant that I can't for the life of me figure out what the name of it is. I don't recall. But we had a very lovely lunch, and I had my favorite mojito, which is mojito with dragon fruit. Absolutely delicious. I highly recommend it. In any case, so then we went to the Cozumel Meetups group, which was being held at Woody's, where I got to see some friends of mine who I haven't seen in a long time, Paul and Candace Phillips. They asked for a shout out, so here you go, guys. There's your shout out. Thank you very much for a beautiful evening. That was great. And Christine was there, and of course Evelyn was there, and we got introduced to a new friend named Jessica, and she was quite lovely, and we got to enjoy each other's company this evening, and it was just an absolute beautiful day. I carpe diem the shit out of today, so yay me. I'm feeling pretty good. And so I'd like to kind of touch back on some of the subjects that I was talking about earlier, where we're talking about the reasons for our presence as third density and our attempts to rise into fourth density, to ascend into fourth density, fourth density negative or fourth density positive, depending upon your all of your previous lives, accumulating an average of 51% in order to ascend positive, or 96% in order to ascend negative. And everyone else gets blended back into the reincarnation process. It is my understanding through the teachings from Ra and the Law of One that this planet is a third density habitable planet only for 75,000 years, give or take, obviously, not a hard number. And it goes through three 25,000 year-ish periods where souls kind of live and die and incarnate and disembody. over and over and over again over 25,000 years, and there's three of those. And we are in the uh, uh, third and final cycle of the 75,000 year cycle for third density. So this planet will no longer be habitable for third density. It's my understanding that this planet is earmarked to become the fourth density positively polarized planet existence. And everyone who is still in the incarnation process will be transferred to some other planet, which I would assume would be uh, a new planet for third density, giving the greatest opportunity to repeat lives there and grow. So what does that mean for us here on this planet? I don't really know. I don't really understand how we are in our physicality. Do we have to die and then become fourth density entities in some other physical form? I'm not certain. The only thing I'm fairly certain about is that we become a conscious collective. And what I mean by a conscious collective is that we will be able to tap into each of our other lives, both the ones that the I that is me, recognize, and all of my previous iterations, right, all of my incarnations. I will be able to have access to all of that information and see it, how it all unfolded, and carry around that knowledge. But also the I in you and the you in me, right? You'll be able to see all of my experiences, and I'll be able to tap into all of your experiences, and we will also become one agreeing mind. And so as we become one agreeing mind, we also still have our separateness, our individualism, but we can also tap into all of these other experiences. And so that's really kind of one of the concepts that have kind of given me great pause in causing harm to others, is because whatever it is that I do or experience, either experience the harm in myself. Of course, not only experiencing it in this incarnation, me myself, or causing it, me myself, that I will also be able to tap into the perspective from the other self that has either caused the harm to the I that is me, or that I have caused harm to some other self. And so that will be true. Now, all of the harm stuff is true, but so true is all of the pleasure and all of the joy and all of the positive, all experiences, everything will all become one mind that we can all tap into at will, and so there's no hiding. And so all of this egoic struggle that we're having in this incarnation, all of that kind of just goes away because it's all exposed. It's all exposed, like living with a camera on you all the time, right? And we happen to have a way to have an analogy that we can understand how that is, right? The big brother is always watching. But in previous iterations, we didn't really have a ready analogy to discern how that was going to how that might feel, to feel like everybody knows everything all the time. There's nothing being hidden. So that's where we're headed, and I don't know how that transition happens. Like I stated earlier, does that mean that we have to terminate this incarnation, or do we just kind of blend and become this other being? some ideas that have been floated by is a light being, your light body. And of course, the rainbow body, if you've ever heard of that term, rainbow body would be someone who has kind of in this incarnation has just kind of explored all of the other uh, densities all at one time, and they go into the rainbow body where they're in total completion and move into seventh density direct, if they so choose. Right? These are all choices that we can make. But everybody else is just going to have to go to another planet. And so all of these things that are happening to this planet to make it basically inhabitable for humans to remain on this planet, well, that's part of the process, I guess. It's really kind of sad to watch it happen because we don't really know for sure that this is a real thing, or this is just something I'm telling myself to keep me calm. you know. But for all, as best I can guess, is that all of this stuff that's happening is just a way to prepare the Earth for fourth density, where it will no longer need to support third density life or human life. And so I don't really worry about all of those other things. And I think I'm going to end it right there. That's pretty much it for today, and perhaps we'll tap into more on that tomorrow. All right, thanks. Bye bye.